Yo, what is up guys, it's FullySpaced, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build a treehouse. This build was actually suggested by one of my subscribers. I will actually put a little thank you in the comments below with just a little thank you to this person. But basically saying that he wanted me to build a treehouse. So I've delivered here. As you can see here, I actually started by building straight up with a normal bit of oak wood, and then kind of just getting this centerpiece here. So I actually just kind of started spiraling out like a square, and then filtering it out so I had kind of different angles, and then you end up with all these type of shapes, these edges, which kind of give you this nice little edged circle. So I've got that little shape here. I know it's not going to be a circle because it's Minecraft, but whatever you can build as much as you can. It's kind of a square with a few little dips in it. And then in the centerpiece here, we actually build the main piece, which is a house here. So we start from the corners and build up by 4, and then we just kind of fill in with the roof, which I actually started playing around with. This build was actually kind of inspired by, I believe, TypFace. So I will leave a description to his YouTube channel in the description, obviously. I meant a link to his channel, but yes, we will leave a link to his channel, just because the inspiration, really, I feel like I need to credit him for that. So I've actually never really been a big fan of building tree houses, because I'm so bad at building the aesthetic of a tree house, or just building a tree house in general. But thanks to kind of investigating and then kind of seeing how he built his, it kind of inspired me to do a similar one. So I started off from the bottom, didn't really think about the base too much, and kind of got the house done first before then building the tree. I feel like maybe that was my mistake in the previous times I was trying to build a house. I usually try and build the bottom of the tree, build up, and then I realised, oh god, I've kind of messed it up. But maybe building the house upwards was a good idea. So I actually built the middle piece up by 10, and then built the house platform from that, and then built the house on top of that, which gives us this little design. Then I started playing around with some stairs and slabs to give us this kind of crooked roof that kind of merges together. And I actually moved the stripped oak forward by 1, purely because there wasn't enough room inside, otherwise it was just going to be really cramped. And then I just went around the edges with some fences and stone walls. I actually later on changed this to fill up more space with the stone walls and then add fence gates, because you kind of get this dipped design where fence gates kind of dip down and then they dip back up. Anyway, as you can see here, I've gone down to the bottom and actually began to build the core or the centerpiece of this build. So you kind of get your tree core kind of built, and then free build up from the core, and then kind of bring the top that's holding the tree, bring that down a bit as well, so it's not all just completely thin, and you have different layers and different kind of thicknesses to it. It really kind of brings the build to life here, as you can see that I'm doing right now. So it isn't all kind of off balance. You kind of just play around with it and get all the thicknesses, and then just kind of add different things like slabs, trapdoors, fences, and they really kind of fix your build a bit. And then obviously added a few lanterns around just to brighten it up down there, so we don't get the mob spawns if we're playing in survival. I then just fly around, added a few lanterns on the side here, and then decided to fix up the walls, which I was telling you about, where I add the walls and then I add the gates, and you kind of get that dipped effect that looks like it arches over. So I actually used that design as I thought it looked really good on this build. So from there on I went back down to the core and just kind of added a few vines, a few roots even, so I put some wood in the floor and just done that. Then I just kind of wasn't really sure what to do with the inside, or the way to get up inside. So I started playing around with this kind of ladder design with the trapdoors and placing ladders on it. So it looks like a kind of a hanging ladder rope. However, it looks really weird in Minecraft purely because it's kind of on a flat surface. It doesn't really have those edges, and you know, it looks too perfect. It looks too flat. Usually a rope's quite dangly and it's all over the place, whereas a ladder rope on Minecraft just kind of looks super flat. And I was like, no, it doesn't really work. So I kind of built this little ladder that kind of goes up from the root of the base, and you can kind of come out in the middle of the base there, and then I just filled in the roof with a bunch of leaves, kind of arched it out a bit and just gave it a bit more space. I added this many leaves and then thought maybe there's not enough there, it kind of looks too perfect, so I had to extend it by another load just to give it out a bit more. And I extended every single layer of this tree just to kind of bring it out a bit more. I didn't want the leaves to look too unnatural, so I just kind of made it a bit thicker. Obviously if it was too thin, it doesn't kind of cover the balcony, which I kind of wanted, so I managed to do that. Then I just added some like leaves that kind of look like they're dangling down, that they've been there for quite some time, which really gives it a nice little effect. And then from here on I just kind of went inside and started building the inside here. So if we fly on in, you can see there's really small space. I didn't really know what to do with it. We got the trapdoor there in front of us right there. That kind of brings us up. And then I just started playing around with some design. So I got a bed down, then placed a bunch of barrels on the left hand side for storage, then little trapdoors underneath. So we got these shelves, Done the same on the right with a furnace, crafting table, and added a small cauldron, added a stair with a light on, it kind of acts as a table, and then added a little trapdoor with a sapling on it, and then decided to switch up the door with, instead of actually adding a door, just have some stairs to give it this nice little posh design. So then I went round to the bottom, just added some foliage like roses, leaves, bone milled the area just to kind of bring it to life a bit. And yeah, this is the complete treehouse. So it looks really good from here. I'm going to head over to first person now, so feel free to stick around for that, and then there'll be a showcase at the end of the video. So now we're into first person. I'm going to quickly show you guys around this little treehouse that I've built. So as you can see here, the only way really up is this ladder. I didn't really think of another cool way to do it. Obviously, I could have copied other people, and I believe it was TypFace who actually inspired me with this one. And he has a build where he has a tree that connects to another tree, but I didn't really want to copy it because obviously if you're just copying it, it's not your own build. So I kind of just gone along and added this little ladder that kind of climbs up the side here. So you come up from this side and then you kind of hop across to here, and then you go up through the floor, which takes you into your main section of your base here, where you've got your essentials, you've got some storage, you've got a bed, you've got some more storage, and then you've just got a little cauldron. And obviously you can come out and have a look at this beautiful view. It looks absolutely incredible. Like, I'm really happy with how this came out. So I would really appreciate if you guys leave a like. Thank you for all the support recently too. Basically, you know, we're at 200 subscribers almost. I believe last time I checked it was 199. The support has been absolutely mental, and I can't thank you all enough. Anyway, as you can see, there's only kind of a 1 block wide here, so be careful. Like I did here, I placed a block that wouldn't let me through. However, now you can get through and go all the way around. It's basically a really small and simple house. You can actually have a skylight if you really wanted to. However, I just kind of kept it like that. But yeah, this is really nice and simple little tree house here. I've got some foliage around the bottom just to kind of spice it up a bit. And we've got mixtures of the bottom of the tree and up the top, so it kind of goes thick, thin, and then thick again to kind of hold up this big tree. And then we just got a basic pile of leaves kind of surrounding the top here. This build is absolutely, I find it so cool because I'm not usually a person to build trees. I actually got recommended by one of my subscribers. I would give you a quick shout out, but I can't remember your name, so I will leave a comment on this video with his name and just with a little thank you for giving me the idea. And yeah, you wanted to see a tree base, so I thought why not bring one out, and here you go. So this is what I've come up with. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with a showcase. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.